Alright, how to dominate your field and what you do. If you're working in a workplace with other people, you might try to focus on what they're doing, on how they're doing it, and it's such a distracting thing to do that because it's so much energy put into something that you can't control. Because people are their own people, obviously. Like, you can't get up and say, hey, I want you to come and help me with this, because although it might seem rational and helpful, it's not always helpful for them. And in relationships, you have to understand this, like, people want to feel like they're valid and like they're valued. They don't want to just give you stuff, like, because if you come to a relationship or a friendship, platonically or romantically, with the belief or the thought that you just want to take from them, like most of generations there, like me included, and millennials and all these people that, like Gen Alpha, recent generations, then you're going to like coming towards a friendship or a romantic relationship with the thought and process of, how do I get something out of this person, without even thinking about, hey, maybe they need something from me as well. And I think the most successful relationships and the ones that benefit each other the most and build each other up is when you're virtuous and you understand and trust each other to the point where you can give something to them and they give something back equally or more, and you just keep giving, and it's a very very helpful system. And it doesn't have to be like, and it's not usually intellectual, it's usually just like creative and emotional, and it builds you up. So in relationships, if you're trying to dominate, you have to understand that you have to be completely selfless and open to learning. You need to understand that when you're coming up to a person, you need to be completely and utterly like interested in them, because they want something out of you as well. And if you're going to build something good in a relationship, then you need to be able to give something, even if that person doesn't give anything back. It's because of course it's not always guaranteed that someone's going to give back. So you need to bring out the best of them by putting out your best, so that they might reciprocate. Maybe they'll be scared or something like that. So you have to be completely interested. You have to be open and selfless in order to learn, and just be open, because if you're not vulnerable with people, then they won't be vulnerable with you. And even in business, you can't be unvulnerable with your business partner or clients or anything, because they're not going to connect with you on a level that you need to make the sale. And if you want to dominate not only relationships but yourself, you have to understand co-creating, which is in your thoughts and your moods, is by far the most important aspect of creating your life to the point where you don't need to escape from anything anymore. And the way that you do this is by analyzing your thoughts, so that you understand that every single thought is valid and every single thought is worthy, and nothing's wrong with it. But they're not all valuable. And you have to understand that it's not all trauma, and it's not all pain, and it's not bottling it up. It's actually just letting it go, and it's fine to let go. And letting go of most thoughts that are distracting your processes from being at their peak state is very important if you want to have a high intellect and IQ and emotional intelligence. But if you're constantly allowing your mind to be clouded up with thoughts that distract your mind from the most important things that need to be focused one thing at a time, then you won't be at your peak. So to dominate your field personally, you need to understand that your identity creates your reality. And that's what I mean by co-creating, because your body and your mind will just naturally attune to that. So your thoughts create your reality. And if you're thinking positive thoughts, then you're going to have a positive life. But if you're thinking negative thoughts, and if you're doing negative actions, then of course you're going to have a negative life. And those things come with your mood as well. So that's how you co-create your reality and how you dominate your field and what you do. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.